I've shown you guys how to install a radio. Don't worry, it has a screen protector. And for this reason, it has a screen protector out the box. So, what I'm using for this element is the little face tab to hold this guy in with longer screws than what it came with. These actually came off of the element radio itself, so you don't need to really buy anything. I got this harness off of AliExpress. Now, keep in mind, if you do want to keep the sub and everything, there is a Metra harness that connects this cable and this cable to your radio. But mine is basic, so basic that it thought my car was newer than it is, and it came with this guy for the antenna. But mine already has the antenna somewhere in here. I saw it. There it is. So if yours already has the antenna, you can discard this. I got this harness for $2 on AliExpress. All you gotta do is wait. Did I try it out before putting all this together? Yes, I did. Now, you might be asking, why is this whole faceplate off? So I was trying to figure out how I could mount this, because as you guys can see, this is a huge, huge screen, right? Oh, tell me I did this upside down. Tell me I put this on upside down. I'm gonna be sad, but I think I put this on upside down. Oh no, I did put it on upside down. Well, you learn and you live. So this goes on top, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go get the part. Okay, never mind. I did do it right. So this is the bottom, and I lined up the bottom with the bottom there, and I lined up the holes with the screws, and I kind of measured right there a little bit so that they're about the same, and it's gonna go on the car like this. So, as you guys can see, it's not gonna fall off because it's held on by clips, and you don't have to buy an extra baseboard or anything. That's the OEM thing, and you're not gonna see any gaps or anything unless you're really in here, like really in here, and nobody's gonna really see this because on the car, and I'll show you guys in a sec, you're never gonna see that. Now, my only concern is this vent being too close to the top of the radio, but as you guys can see, the radio unit itself is back here, so this is just screen, so I'm not worried about it anymore. So that was my only concern. Now we're gonna install this puppy. So let's go over here and let's install this guy. So this entire thing just plops off, right? And you only need these screws to take off the radio. 1, 2, 3, 4, which you can use a screwdriver, or a 8mm to get this guy out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's what keeps the radio in. They go like so. It looks a little different because I took the whole thing off, and I only took the whole thing off because I wanted to be sure that this was going to fit the way that I want it, which is, if I want to remove it, hold on. If I want to remove it for whatever reason, I can just plop it back off. No screws, no hardware, no nothing, just the OEM little base, and it's tied literally to it. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. I was trying so hard with the bases here and an extra base there, and just trying to get that all to work, but you know, it was so much easier to just use the little base and just throw it on there. I literally drilled 2 little holes on the side here while mocking it up at the same time, trying to keep it straight, and it worked out. So I'm gonna put this guy on for you guys, and look, no cutting wires. I bought this harness as is. I don't have to cut, I don't have to do anything, because it comes with its own little harness down here. Where to go? This guy, that you would have to buy then a adapter for the end tips there, and then you have to connect each one. But this one, it has no bud connectors, no nothing. It's a straight shot connect to connect, and you can install the backup camera, which I'm going to be doing. I'm going to run the wire, but I'm not going to install it today. Other than that, this guy's going to be ready to go, like, soon. You can see this guy's already back on, so I'm going to be using this guy. Not this guy. No cuts, guys. Not this guy, so I'm probably going to cut the wire, and maybe use it on another one. So I'm going to cut the wire here just so it doesn't make any extra static noise, though probably unwanted. And this guy we'll use on something completely different, because it'll work on most Hondas, probably for even the TSX over there, but I don't even think I use a radio on that guy. No, wait, the radio's still connected to the OEM radio on that car, so that one's fine. I'm going to show you guys how this looks. It is sick. Alright, so as I'm connecting all this crap, I realize I only need this one for the backup camera. I'm not going to be running this, because I don't plan on doing a subwoofer or anything on this guy. And no, you can't use the OEM subwoofer with this. It's a different harness. That's why I'm not even going to be running this. So I'm just going to unplug it and it's going to chill over there. So I'm only running a backup camera. Here it is. And 2 USBs that come with the kit. All these other ones you can mix and match with AliExpress and look up the amount of pins that this has, and they'll more than likely have a plug. Unfortunately, my USB-C plugs I need an adapter for because it's only 2-pin, and there's nothing in here that's 2-pin. But that's fine. My GPS, I will be running it back there. It's just stuck onto the very back, since there's so much room now with a stock radio out of the way. Since I've already done this whole process already, I'm not going to bore you guys with details, but if this is your first time on the channel, I like doing things right. So if my first one was awful, I hope this one's better. So I'm going to be installing all these, and they just clip on. Like I said, you can get different adapters for different applications. You can even probably make these USBs already USB-C, which is what I was trying to find, and which is what I thought I got. But not only are these much, much shorter than what it said, they are also the wrong size for this. I did see some radios, some units that do have that plug like right here, and it's super small, but it's usually for like a CAN bus or something. Other than that, it's fine. I'm gonna plug this guy in real quick for you guys so I don't bore you. I'm gonna run the cable down over wherever. I'm just gonna run the cable to get it I think I'm gonna run it through the bottom actually. So I'm going to run it through the bottom. My goal was to actually put USB-Cs on here somewhere. Just drill a little hole, click them in there, or even down here and click them in there. But now they're probably going to end up being the USBs, which I will have to extend the wires because they're not going to make it over there. Or my best bet would be down here somewhere to put them right here flush on this board, or even right here flush on this board. But this board back here has a lot of space issues, so maybe I forgot how I ran it in the other element, so I'll be doing that later. I'll probably be putting them over here if I'm being honest. That's gonna be my best bet to make it not look super ugly, because I'm not gonna be using this aux anymore. So I'll probably yank this guy and run it through there, and that socket will probably no longer work, so I'll see if I can use them both for USBs, just to get that working again. You can see this is going to be an all-in-one inclusive video, so you guys don't want to miss this. So I'm doing the camera as well with this, and that's just going to connect to the little cable that says back, and then you're going to connect this guy to the other yellow connector that we have over here, which is the Lonely Soldier right here. And we're going to connect those together. It's that simple. Now we just got the hard part is running the wire. So we're just going to connect this guy down in there. I'm going to put some tape to keep it from getting static. I'm going to put some solder on that to keep that from running away. And I'll be putting this guy on short. This is just a quick video of how I'm going to do this, because this is going on my YouTube. But I used the OEM faceplate. I did mess up the first time on the drill. I used the OEM screws that came off of the brackets that were right here. So you don't need to buy anything. This radio, I'll leave a link, and it's going to sit right here. I'll show you guys in a little sec. Alright, eBay Android head unit, 50 bucks. Hooked it up to the original base, and guess what? Original base, original screws, $2 harness. And that's how easy it is to plop off and plop back on in case you need to maintenance that, because there is a backup camera and a bunch of other little wires back there. So this thing's coming along nicely. And I'm still running the wires for that. But now that I have you guys here, engine, timing chain, seals, belt, tint. We're not done. These guys are already on there. There's a hitch receiver there. There is, change this guy out, these lights as well that I'm putting on here. It's going to be a very, very decent build. Also have some angel eyes on the way. Alright, so this is the unit itself, already installed, no gaps, no nothing. Solid on there. Looks a little blurry because of the screen protector, but I'm going to take that off when I'm completely done with this car. So that's going to stay on for a while. Now you got your radio. I think I plugged it in. I'm not setting up the camera until later, but everything seems to check out. So that's it for the video, guys. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Alright, so this is a blink key right now. I am going to get it cut. But to make this work, I will most likely have to use this immobilizer kit, which one of the OEM keys will go in here, making this guy have the remote and the key in the same fob, which is nice instead of, you know, the usual setup of the 2 keys in the fob, and in my case 3 keys in a fob, because the guy decided to cut only one door and not both, so that sucks.